Welcome into the Recap Rush Hour for October 31st, Friday. It's Halloween. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partners of the Chicago Bears. Well, the Bears will get Tyke Stevenson back in the lineup Sunday when they play the Bengals in Cincinnati, Ohio. That is a huge addition to a banged-up secondary that was missing four of their best cornerbacks. In fact, probably numbers 1 through 4 a week ago. Getting him back should be a shot in the arm for this Bears defense. We don't know yet what quarterback that they will face for the Bengals. However, with Joe Flacco listed as questionable, the Bengals have activated quarterback Sean Clifford off their practice squad and placed him on their active roster. That could be a sign that Flacco may not be able to go. Bengals have a bye week coming up, and they may try to get him a couple weeks of rest. We'll keep you updated. Follow me or Ryan McGuffey on Twitter all weekend long. If we have something breaking, we will get it right to you. Again, Bears and Bengals to precap, 11:30 Sunday morning. I'll have the recap as soon as the game goes final. Trey Hendrickson, the best pass rusher for the Bengals. He is listed as doubtful with a hip injury with the trade deadline on Tuesday. That also could be factoring into why he will probably not play. Here's today's Anken Law question of the day. 312-6 million for the best personal injury attorney in Illinois, the award-winning Howard Anken, AnkenLaw.com. What happened Sunday when the Bears and the Bengals play in Cincinnati and why? Best response, you'll get a gift card to Lou Malnati's. Go to LouMalnati's.com for a location near you and try that Buffalo chicken pizza. It's a collab between Lou Malnati's and Frank's Red Hot. Before the Week 2 meeting against the New York Giants, Brian Schottenheimer, the Cowboys coach, said his family dogs were bitten by snakes. Cowboys win. Thursday, an owl made its way inside the Schottenheimer home while the coach was at game planning meetings at the facility. If the Cowboys beat the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football, Schottenheimer said he has a plan. Quote, "Shit, I'll put an elephant in my frickin' garage," Schottenheimer said. "I'll do that next. If that's what it takes to win, I'll do it." I don't know if the owl was looking for the snakes or what was going on, but it's the story of a coach's wife. So here it is. I'm in game planning meetings last night doing some red zone stuff. I leave the meeting about 10 o'clock, and I go back to my cell phone. I literally had 72 text messages on my phone. 72. I guess I'm a popular guy, so that's nothing abnormal, he said, laughing. But it literally started with a text from my son to his mother saying, there's a big hawk-sized bird in here. And I began to look down, and there was an owl. His wife ended up calling animal control. A guy came with a net, Schottenheimer said, caught the bird, and returned it to its natural habitat. Hilarious. Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels in for Sunday after missing one game because of a hamstring injury. Coach Dan Quinn announced today Washington, 3-5, has lost 3 consecutive games. They have a tough one with the 5-2 Seahawks on Sunday. Jaguars standout wide receiver and quarterback Travis Hunter hurt his knee yesterday. He's going on IR, will miss at least 4 games, may not return this season depending how the team is playing. Miami Dolphins GM Chris Grier parted ways with the club. They are one of the worst teams in the NFL, pounded by the Ravens last night. Grier had been with the Dolphins since 2000 and has been their GM since 2016. He is now gone. They also said Mike McDaniel will have his status reevaluated after the season, that he will coach the team the rest of the way. Here's today's 4 seasons. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. Stat of the day. The NFL has fined the Ravens $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy by incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status on Friday last week. The league confirmed today. The stat? They could have gotten multiple draft picks stripped from them, but they said, the league, that the Ravens were very cooperative and they believe it was negligence, not malfeasance. And finally, it's Halloween. When your dad's a Giants legend, but you've got your own favorite quarterback, I guess you dress like your favorite quarterback. Eli Manning said his son Charlie did not dress in a Giants uniform of his dad's. He's dressed as Jackson Dart. He said, that's my favorite quarterback. Sorry, Dad. Super cool. And one other note, White Sox first baseman Tim Elko, sidelined for 8 months. He had surgery for a torn ACL. Hope you're having a really good end of your week. Hope you have a great Halloween. If you celebrate, all weekend long we got content. Bulls tonight, they get the Knicks. We got the World Series tonight, by the way. The Blue Jays can close it out, but I'll have a Bulls recap for you tonight. We will also have the precap and the recap of the Bears game on Sunday, 11:30 for that precap. Have a great rest of your Friday. Appreciate you greatly. Take that.